tell me.
Okay.
Say something.
Hi.
Recording, so.
Oh. Okay.
You guys can practice differently.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our new channel.
No, redo.
Ready? Okay.
So, hey guys.
Welcome to our first video here in
Here on
A&J.
Dude,
Live with A&J. Hey guys, welcome to our first video here on Life with A&J.
So today we're going to be doing a Q&A so you guys can get to know us and our friendship a little bit better. My sister's going to be in the background asking us questions. I did a little question thing on Instagram and I asked you guys to ask us good and interesting questions.
Not boring, because...
So she's going to be asking us the questions and we're going to be answering them. Okay. So what's the first one? How did you guys become best friends?
So,
You
we
want me to answer
became best friends because...
Okay, so I think Jenny, so I think it was like second grade, huh?
Yeah, we were in second grade.
That Jenny and her
entering second grade.
Yeah, that Jenny and her family moved in, and Jenny's little sister would always be outside, and I would always be like, "Where's your sister? Like, tell her to come outside and play." She'd be like, "Oh, she's inside. She's doing so and so." I'd be like, "Tell her to come outside and play." So ever since then, like.
Later, our friendship grew. I would always be over here just because I have a lot of siblings, so it's kind of annoying having to deal with
Do you know
family.
the year that you moved in?
No.
I think
We
it
were
was
in
like,
second grade, and we graduated 2017, so y'all can do the math.
Yeah, I can do the
we
math
can't.
because I never went to science.
Because I don't know science. I don't know history. Okay, next question.
Okay, you guys work.
Yes.
So we actually both work at banks. So
I work for Chase.
and I work at First Bank.
Yes.
So if you see me like posting like booty pics, like
Don't go to her work.
don't go telling anybody, right? That's none of your business.
Hey, we're professional.
I'm professional. Okay, you guys argue. I feel like when we were younger, we used to argue a lot. And it was like about every single little thing, huh?
Stuff. Yeah. Like, you didn't want to come out today with me, so bye.
Like, dude, why didn't you want to come outside and play? Like, are you mad?
Yeah. Or because we would not let each other borrow Barbies or something. It was pretty
I'd
stupid.
be like, dude, give me my shirt back.
Yeah.
You've had my shirts for 2 weeks.
It was that stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
But now we don't really argue.
I just feel like now we've, like, grown so much. We're able to, like, communicate
Better.
you know, and like I just don't get mad when you tell me like
Stuff.
mis verdades and I don't you won't get mad.
Yeah.
You know, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So
We actually take it like
in a good way.
in a good way now. Yeah.
Who taught you guys how to twerk?
We don't
Nah.
know.
Nah, dude, like
no one taught us. I think it's just because
nah,
we were little.
nah, dude.
We would dance.
Whenever you would play Gasolina, Jenny was like the hip expert. Like she was so good, and I would always be like, "Fuck."
Because my mom would play Gasolina when I was small. And like at parties, everybody would play that song, and my mom would like hype me up, you know. So I'd be like, "Okay,
Let me show you.
this
what's
is my
good.
song."
Let me show you what you made.
Yeah, so ever since then, I got the hang of it. It's not that hard. I don't think you have to.
And then now we go out together and we like show out together. So
Yeah.
Longest relationship you guys have been in?
So I was in a relationship for almost 2 years.
My longest relationship has been a little over 3 years.
And they both didn't end well. You know, now I'm single. Jenny's in a better relationship. So, don't worry about you. Right?
So, Alo.
Hello.
Alo. Alo.
Hello.
Yeah, she'll wake up in the morning screaming and shit, and that's not okay.
I just feel like, I don't know. I've always been that way, huh? Like, I've always been, like, so, like...
Obnoxious? Yeah.
Obnoxious, yeah.
Nah, you can't say obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be like, oh, she's always been so full of energy. She's so positive. Nah, bitch, you're annoying.
Hell no.
Shut the fuck up, it's 6 a.m.
Dude, for real, we'd be eating breakfast and she'd be like all up and stuff, and I'd be half asleep. I'd be like, girl, dude, I wouldn't even eat breakfast at my own home because
I wouldn't
we
even
would all wake
offer
up
to
late.
make you breakfast and be like, I don't shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Where do you guys see yourself in 10 years?
Obviously, still like this, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you see yourself at least like married with like at least one kid,
Hopefully,
pregnant?
maybe.
So I see myself married, at least pregnant.
Or with a kid, at least.
Yeah.
One kid. Yeah. But, like, I still would want our friendship to be close.
Yeah, obviously we'd still be close.
Yeah.
Be like, dude, I'm not gonna
And
be
then
a
we'll
friend
probably-
anymore.
Wait, what else would you like to do in 10 years?
Like, I want to be doing something that I actually enjoy, something that doesn't feel like work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when I wake up in the mornings, I don't want to be like,
Ugh.
oh
Yeah.
my god, like, hey, let's do this. You know, like, sorry.
If each of you had 10K to spend in 24 hours, what were you spending on?
10K
And 10K.
to spend in 24 hours.
Honestly, that's pretty.
I think I'd be like, I'd spend like 1K, and then the rest would be like, all right, I gotta be smart about the rest. Nah, cause I'd be like, all right,
You're not being honest.
bitch, I'm being 100% honest. Well, 5K.
You're gonna waste 1K. No, I would probably spend it on I've always wanted this Louis backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive. So
How much is
I'll
it?
probably waste it. I don't know.
So I'm like, how much is it? Like 200?
I-
Like, oh, I forgot I had 10K. Let me
Yeah.
go and buy a bag.
Probably save it. Or I can put it into my car.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Was there ever a time your friendship was tested?
Okay, look, so let me tell y'all a story. So me and Jenny, so we've always argued, but we wouldn't go like at least like a week without talking. Like max, we would go like 3-4 days without
30
talking.
days.
So this time around, we went like 2 to 3 or 4 months without talking. Remember?
I don't think 4 months.
No, it was like 3 or 4 months, dude.
Really?
Yeah, like, and if we would message each other, it'd be like short talk, like just like this, and then hasta ahí.
Okay.
And
But we both don't
I don't even remember why we argued.
We both don't remember why we stopped talking.
But
There was a line.
I feel like if anybody was ever to like talk shit about her, or if anybody was talk shit
to
about
her.
me,
Mhm.
I would always defend her and she would always defend me. Like, it's just something that comes naturally to us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that was the time that we didn't go. And we live right across the street from each other, which is like, I would see her pull up into a drive and I'd be like, oh, whatever. I'm
Don't
mad
talk
at
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you right now.
I'm not talking to you right now, so I didn't see you pull up into your driveway.
Jenny, who's that?
Who's that?
What's the most craziest, adventurous moment y'all had together?
When we got pulled over? Okay, so let me tell this story.
That wasn't fun, but it was crazy.
It wasn't fun. Like, in the moment, it wasn't fun. So, when we were younger, like, Jenny's parents have always been, like, more, like, lenient. You know, they've always been like, okay, like, I trust you, you know. Because she has never done anything to, like, be like, oh, I don't trust you. And I have. So, I've always been really bad. And my mom has always been like, no, I don't trust you. So, you can't do this and this. So, I would always sneak out. So this night, Jenny was like, yo, like, she was with her ex-boyfriend. So she was like, dude, we're going to a party. Like, sneak out. It was you and, like, the other two. Yeah, Joseph and
you.
And that person. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to, like, I got home and I was like, Mom, I'm going to go to sleep. And I was like, dude, give me, like, 30, 40 minutes. I'm acting like I'm going to sleep or whatever. And I snuck out. And then when I got into the car, I didn't know that my friend Joseph had my sister on Snapchat, and he was like, ooh, I love sneaking out, like, and my sister saw, so I feel like she had already told my mom that I snuck out, so whatever, that happened, and then we went to a party, and we got pulled over. We had, like, a little beer in the back. There was, like, 4 cops with us, huh?
More.
4 or 5 cops. They pulled us over, and they made each and one of us get out with, like, our hands.
And my dumbass, since I don't know shit about like criminal shit or whatever, I freaking walked out and I was like walking straight to them and I was like, I didn't do anything. And they freaking screamed at me and they were like, put your hands up. And then I was like, okay.
Dude, she got off. They were like, all right, get off and like put your hands behind your head and face like the other way.
Face the other way and then walk backwards and I was.
And Jenny was like, "What's up, bitch?"
Yeah, and they screamed at me and they flashed the lights at me, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Anyways, like we got off and then, I think I was the last one to get off, and then
it was crazy because
they
we
were
like all put into different cars.
Yeah, and then they were like, "All right, you need to call like a guardian or whatever," and I was like, all right, like, I know Ale would never, ever snitch me out. So I was like, I texted her, I was like, dude, like, this and this happened, like, I need you to come pick me up. And she was like, okay, dude, I'm on my way. Dude, bro, when she picked me up, she was with my mom. She was with my mom. I knew, this was like 2 or 3 days before my birthday, so I was like, fuck, no me van a hacer fiesta, me van a dar pastel. And I was like, fuck. And they showed up, and she was like, no te avergüenza. I think that's like the craziest memory we have together.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck Ale, she's not my sister
like,
no more.
Funniest memory.
We have too many. I don't even remember.
Funniest memory, dude.
Just think of one. Something funny that you guys did together.
Oh. Alright, so senior year. Alright. So we were trying so hard to find a photographer to take our pictures for Okay, so my mom has like a boutique, so she has like a quinceañera store or whatever, and she found us a guy that was like able to take our pictures, and we were fucking running late, like we were
late,
like an hour late, huh? This is when we were like, what? You had like a year of driving, I had like a year of driving, and Jenny was like, she was putting lipstick on. And there was like mad dips between our neighborhood.
Well, they weren't dips, but it's like those things that are.
It's a dip.
A dip is like when it goes up, no?
No, that's a bump.
Oh yeah, it's dips.
So there was dips, and Jenny was going like what, like 80 in the little streets.
Yeah. I didn't see the dip.
And I was like, oh my god, I need to fix my hair. I need to make sure I look good. And she was like fixing her lips, and she wasn't paying attention to the road. And she hit that dip, dude, at like 80 miles per hour. Both of us hit our hands.
We hit our head on top of the car. Dude, we flew. Dude. I even think like the car like lifted off the
Dude,
ground.
you pulled over to the side, and I was like, dude, let me make
we
sure.
We didn't pull over.
No, we did, because I got off to check if anything like scratched on the bottom or anything.
I don't remember pulling
Yeah,
over.
we pulled over, and I got off, and I was like, nah, dude, you're good. I was like, another 80 miles.
Because we're running late.
Oh my god,
No,
dude.
funny,
It's just like one
we
of
were
those.
laughing that whole ride back to like the park.
It's just like one of those things that where you like had to be there to laugh.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, that was fucking funny. Like, we hit the top of the car and we looked at each other.
Yeah.
We were like, fuck, did that really just happen?
It happened and we just looked at each other like.
Yeah.
How much much do you guys care about a guy's looks when it comes to dating?
So, people who are liars say looks don't matter. But that's not true because if you don't like how someone looks, you're not going to talk to them. So, whoever says that looks don't matter, you liar.
You fucking lying, bitch.
It's like, but looks are not everything as well.
Nah.
Just because,
Now I know
yeah.
they're everything.
Just because someone's attractive or like hot or like the perfect person, it's not like they're going to treat you right or care for you like.
Is closure needed after a breakup?
No.
Closure?
No. You don't need any type of closure. Especially if homeboy cheated on you. Especially if homegirl cheated on you. Like, I
threw it up.
like,
know.
No, honestly, like, especially if you know who you are and like if you know your worth, I feel like if this person did you dirty, you
don't need to explain yourself.
You don't need to make excuses for this person, for their actions, for anything. If this person acted a certain way, that's that.
And closure is not gonna fix anything, so you don't need it.
You just need to be realistic. Don't make excuses.
And stay true to yourself and love yourself.
Because if you don't love you, ain't nobody gonna love you.
Next question.
Anyway, how many questions are left?
I don't know. Have you guys shared a guy?
No! We have never shared a guy. Like, bitch, if you're talking to him, that's you. Like, that's
you're
all.
talking to him, that's you.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I feel like I've always respected Jenny as my best friend, and she's always respected me. Like, vice versa, you know?
Like,
but I would never.
We've had guys think that we're both attractive, but never have we ever taken it serious.
Like, they think
like
we're
together,
serious. Yeah,
you know? Like some guy may think we're both attractive, but we're not both gonna want something serious with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. At the same time, no, never.
Yeet.
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 Who's the loudest?
Next question.
Parte de México son ustedes.
Durango, Chihuahua.
Nah, we both from Durango, bitch.
Nah, we're both from Chihuahua, bitch.
What the fuck? Like, nah. So my family is from Durango. We're from like a couple like small ranchos from there, and then Jenny's family's from Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This is gonna be our first of many videos. I know we're gonna look back at this and be like,
Ew,
dude.
Yeah. Hey, but everybody improves, so
subscribe, show support. We appreciate
like
it.
this video. As of right now,
That's
good.
Life with A&J. We have a lot more better videos coming soon.
And also let us know what other videos you guys would like to see.
Yes. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.
Baby, tú sabes que conmigo tú te vas, porque no te hace sonreír. Bebecita odio cuando tú te vas, pero por tu nega a mí me encanta verte ir. Y ahorita ahí conmigo tú te vas, porque ya ni te hace venir. Bebecita odio cuando tú te vas, pero por tu nega a mí me encanta verte ir. Ese tipo tú siempre estás triste.